Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the second game of today. This is going to be between 94 Yoked and Down to Fight. Our map is going to be Predators of Best of One. Of course, this is the VLR Community Cup Oceanic Circuit. Unfortunately, I'm your only caster for this match, and even more unfortunately, or fortunately if you hate me, I will be leaving in a bit. Yeah, unfortunately, I do have my responsibilities as a Valorant player. The upcoming APEC premiere. With that out of the way, we'll just head on to the agent select for this map here. Pearl is a very interesting map to pick. I mean, a very tactically challenging map. There are a lot of ways you can approach this map. You have seen some big shifts in meta ever since lock-in happens. You know, the Viper and Harbor combat, the comp is very strong, and it seems to be the new meta. You are able to just control a lot more with the map and pace round by round a lot better. But also, you know, the old comp with the double initiator and Astra is still just as strong. Most teams haven't switched over yet because most teams I suspect are still very comfortable just playing Astra as a single controller. So it'll be interesting to see what both teams bring to the table. So standard comp here for Down to Fight, but I think a bit of conversation can be talked about for what 94 Yoked is bringing out here. A single controller in the form of Viper, which is an odd choice, considering Viper is really hard to play as a single controller. You know, the days of Breeze being a map and you can run Viper as a single controller is really past. The meta is not there anymore. Viper only has a single wall to use. Once you put that wall down, you can't take it back up. So you really kind of are like limiting yourself if you're running this single controller per se. That's all right. 94 Yoked, hot off the heels of a win against Ketamine Core. 13-9 was a very dominating and convincing fashion of Ascent. Onto this map, we'll see. This is Down to Fight's first game in the Oceanic Circuit, so this will be the debut. We'll see how they play.
Placing swamp grenade.
You say that I believe we do have some very familiar names, especially Chats and Yishi, who has I believe been playing around VCC a lot, not specifically the Oceanic Circuit, but yeah, they are quite familiar name if you've been watching, I think. Off we go then, a 3-2 split for the attackers. So you're a very odd choice for 94 Yoked to have two members towards A main. Despite the spike showing presence on B, so they'll take this B hit. I think they was trying to sell a fake, but it's not been successful just yet. So spots one out and takes him down, and yeah, it's Nippy goes down, no resistance. Trying to take a fight, and yeah, wins that one out. So just a lot of misclicks on that Sheriff. Turns into a 4v3, a 3v4 retake situation now for 94Yoked to try and win this pistol. This one Marin backside, Ishii. It's got Sheriff in hand. So he's got a wingman. We'll find somebody. There's so much intel to delay this. Columbia is trying to take him out. The flash is good, but Yishi just dodges that one in time. The backstab, inevitable, and there it go. Tumbler, can he get a second? And a third he collects. Strick's the only one left in a 1v3 situation. Doesn't have any flashes, any util to play with. The defuse Sticky is coming through. Strix finds one constellation kill, but won't. That will be all. That's nothing more he can get. I'm just opting for a save.
Enemy remaining.
Okay, he gets another kill, but still. This is... Wow, I mean, this is crumbling from Down to Fight there. They had a solid post-plant setup, but since that tether just collected on Yishi, they just didn't expect to Columbia to come from backside. And he found three, and I think it was just too focused on the spike plant. Even at that, the spike plant was way too closed. Didn't allow them to support it as well. No util spam, you know, no smoke spam or anything. They just kind of came in just no resistance at all.
Toxins going up.
Yeah, good pistol round picked up just off the back of Columbia's 3k and a great retake. Oh, now a 5-man walk towards R tier. Trash, we've seen him paint some great pictures before, now receiving the aggression coming through from Art. What can he do? Spirit in the hand, Perfect weapon. Clear up this eco. Push, Nippy. First one to go down, but Trash not anticipating. So many members are down to fight to swarm him like that, and he goes down. The equal trade comes out, and even Dan finds one. Takes down Columbia with the classic, and Strix with a quick one tap on the Marshall. Finds Lawson, and is left down to a 2v4. Suddenly, the script is flipped on its head. What was supposed to be a easy anti-eco cleanup, it wasn't even a force from down to fight. It's now converted into a 4v2. This clutch situation, such attempt is going to be so hard. But Sawyer, who's been so good before on the past map, he found the one tap with the Marshall. It's still doable. There's still a lot of time in the clock. They see one's back side. They see another. So they know that at least two's here. But they still so worried about aiming. So paranoid. Olashino's gonna run in with a stinger and finds one. Dan goes down. Chest goes down with a single Marshall shot as well. And it's all left to Yishi, but he falls under the Marshall soil. Oh my god, he's on fire! The first round was Colombian, and this round is Soil. Just members after members of 94Yolked is popping off. And down to fight, no response. They have the advantage both rounds going into it. I mean, they set up the post fight. They always had the advantage, the numbers advantage and the gun advantage. And then they just crumble off the back to some serious, crazy heroics from 94Yolked. Alright then, so 5-man walkout being on. Sure, we'll swap them out in Soil. This man is so deadly with a Marshall. It might as well be an operator. And Strix finally takes this guy down. Stops the monster from spreading even further. No command invested, but Trash with the frenzy actually takes down Strix. Oh, that's a very awkward kill. Dan actually trades on back. The rest I don't think can come out. It's just way too in the open here. Nippy's trying to do it, but he's so low in Trash. Gets another in a round with that frenzy in hand. Trash doesn't find any more. Columbia just way too aggressive, way too open. And he goes down and it's down to Trash alone in this 1v2. 2 members are low. That's frenzy. 13 rounds in the magazine might just be enough. Oh, and he finds a third in a round. Can he not do another for his team? And he can! A 1v4! And he pulls it off! With only a frenzy! Is this Mr. Freeze that's playing on Fate right now? I cannot believe this. I mean, Columbia and then Soil and then in turn now Trash to show up for his team. And down to fight, just no response. Just has 0 responses. Like just the craziness, the crazy plays and individual performance coming out from 94Yolked. Sure, they were good on the sense against Camming Core, but it was more team play. But now we just see, oh my god, they can really deliver on the individual level as well. I dare say the opponent's down to fight. Shocked and shaken. And now again they will attempt to rock towards B, and Soul says, oh hell no. Operate in hand and just take that peak easy as can be.
Enemy down.
Lawson actually trades that one back, but still it's a man advantage for 94Yolked. So the pivot towards A now, but again this is a 3v4 and there's 2 members on A to receive this hit. Yeah, that KO knife. That 0 points gonna announce their intentions. The flash over, the site's completely clear. They don't need to fight for this. They can opt for a retake. The Columbia is gonna pop that running around, run it down along with the nightmare from Fade. He finds 2, but not a 3. Not a repeat of the pistol round, but still, this round is as good as done. He sealed the fate himself, Columbia, with that running down, and now Chad's left alone, desperate. Trying to find an avenue back into this round, and Lawson shuts the door on him. It's the 4th round on the board. 4-0. A perfect start to this map for 94Yolked. And down to fight yet to find a way back. And I doubt it's going to be in this round because they're going to be forced into a scrappy buy now. Might just have to be an eco, but looks like a Bulldog in play for Chad. a weird decision, but that's all right. Regardless, they do have the trash for Yishi here. So now we look towards A. A new avenue to explore. Sure, it's only Yishi. It's only Yishi and Columbia here. Olincino, sorry. My bad. Olincino and Columbia need to receive them. There's a ton of killjoy setup. And against a low buy like this, that is deadly. I mean, you try and get on site with low weapons and facing 2 Vandals and full killjoy util, that's just gonna be super tough. But then they opt to just make some noise and come back towards mid. I mean, okay, they're looking towards B now. There's still some presence mid shown, at least for the attackers. 94Yolked are not so interested
Get out of my way.
in anywhere mid B link or A link. This map is just gonna be good. Yeah,
Spike
easy as can
down,
be.
B.
1 kill picked up. Thrash. The least strict in the middle position. Yishi does well to actually connect with that Sheriff on the trash. And so it's stuck on the side. So low as the 2 members of down to fight. Chets goes down and Dan left on minuscule health points. So we're gonna find that kill with a spike yet to be brought onto
30
site. And
seconds left.
remember, this is 2v3 situation. It's only Yishi and Dan against the ward, and Dan so low he might as well just not be accounted for in this round. Olincino says exactly that, runs him down and takes him out. Yishi finds 2 in a round with a Sheriff. And it'll be a miracle to find the last 2 as well. He'll deploy
10
that
seconds left.
Molly onto backside. But yeah, it's just so much. There's so much to chew through and not enough time to do so. And Lawson finally closes the round out. So 5-0 now. He selected them to pick up this round, and yeah. If there's any time to call a timeout, it is exactly now. Down to fight. Looks completely lost. I mean, the game plan has worked out for them in terms of their calls and how they set up their defaults and execute into the round. But once that spike goes down, everything is flipped on them, and they just keep finding themselves stranded on an island and just dumbfounded once that retake comes in. And just, while the heroics, we have to talk about the individual performance now for the members of 94Yolked, just playing absolutely out of their mind. 3K clutch, 3K clutch after 4K clutch after 3K. I mean, what can you do? Yeah, sure, your game plan has worked.
On my way.
You know, you've taken the site and they've allowed you to take the site. It's not like, you know, they fought really hard. But now they have the operator up. So you know they can play retake. And now you know that's a threat. There's a looming threat always with that Phoenix, and they run it down. They always can pick that up after a few rounds. You know, you can have a few 3 to 4 ults just this half alone to use it for aggression on the defender side, and then the operator can post up and just watch out B long, and you can't really do anything against it unless you use an Astro Smoke onto the back halls of B, which is kind of a waste since you need it to block out CT in heaven. Yeah, and now the absolutely crucial round. This will determine if Down to Fight has an avenue back into this map, and it's only Columbia to receive this again. The 5-man walk out hard, and he's been good before, and he gets 3 of a spray down. Nippy trace 1 back, and he gets a 4th. Finally, he gets shut down, but it's good as done. Nippy left all alone. Oh, what a setup! They just perfectly read Down to Fight counter, and no response, absolutely none. Just peeks off the contact of that turret as Columbia, and he finds 4 just off the spray down. Yes, sure, Nippy can get 3 consolation kills, but that's all he will get. And Lawson again, the man to finish the round. And the domination continues. 6-0. What can they do? Down to Fight off the back of that timeout. Not much at all. They've tried everything. Well, actually, not everything. I'm just exaggerating. They've walked out B long, 5-man. They've walked mid, and then they've gone A. But they need to start realizing that it's not about full executions. They need to start working the map better, pace the map. You know, poke and prod, bait out some utility, do a fake. This is exactly what they're doing here. They're using a repeater pistol round. Yishi trying to spray frantically to make noise. A bit an overstep, and it gets punished. Red Strix trying to take a risky fight, finds the first but not the second. Columbia good as ever. We'll take them down. Cosmic Divide invested. Let's have a lockdown to play with as well if needs be. Just that snake bite enough to discourage the planter. This Cosmic Divide is just... Wow, okay. Nippy actually peeks on through and gets one. This Cosmic Divide, as I was going to say, only allows for the plant in one single spot and actually denies the attackers vision or control of the entire B site. So it's actually very risky. Astro Ultimate. This is why you see once the snake bite went down, you just have to pull the Pokemon down and get out. Dan actually takes out Columbia. That's a huge threat off the round right there. Run down on the way to go for them anymore, so this spike will go down and contest it. Up to 2v2 situation. Trashes Dan. It's left all alone to Chats. Doesn't have the weapons to do it though. Only has a Spectre. He's trying to play in the smoke. Once these smokes goes out, it's only 2 members to chew through. He finds it first. Operator 1v1 now. Unfavorable situation for Soil that he drops down. We heard the tap on the spike to bait out the peak. And a mid-air shot, and Soil hits it. Chats, thinking it was a stick, drops down from heaven and brought down to earth by Soil. He played that way too hastily. He needed to trust his instincts a bit more, but he didn't. So he'll just go down. A good attempt. But again, it's just absolute domination. Down to fight. I mean, they're down to fight, but it doesn't look like they're up to win at any moment here. I mean, the Conmo, everything. Money, guns, abilities, all the advantages you can fathom. Firmly in 94Yolked's hand right now. Perhaps I think Down to Fight needs to realize that it needs to play these rounds a bit slower. They need to work these out control and work with the fundamentals a bit more. Because they're trying to take every round super fast. You know, once they stack up and they get some information, they go. And it's rat every time, and this is why, you know, 94Yolked is backing out to play retake. Why should we fight them if they're going to waste all the util 10 seconds into the round? It's just going to save those utility, they're going to back to play a retake, and once the hit comes through and the shot is called, as we have observed, I mean, they just, Down to Fight just crumbles. Flash doesn't connect onto Trash, only Guardian restricts so far forward. They'll find it. Insane shot to Trash. Pops with no command. This is way too much aggression for this KO player. He says no because his teammates are here to support him. He'll keep going. He'll keep pushing the issue. And he finds a second. Will there be a third? Columbia stands in his way. And no, there won't be. He will be taken down. So that's his KO off the still off the table. He's just knocked down, but Olishino responds. A good one for him to take out. Damn, but he can't quite get the plant off the lockdown just yet before he gets taken down by Chats. Columbia still alive, still strong, and still deadly. On this backside position, it's just a 2v3 retake situation. Columbia blinded by the flash from get-go. And so actually finds Hishi and Nippy goes down. Suddenly, what was a one-man advantage post-fight situation comes down to a 1v1. Chats has this gravity well, denies the stick for now. He needs to know that. He needs to realize that. That is a fake. Yeah, he's gonna read that. He's gonna call Soul's bluff. Soul has already switched over to a Phantom. Spots each other out. And now this is gonna be a mind game. It's over. It's just gonna be a gun duel, and Soil is gonna claim that round for his team. Actually, he says wow, he actually says there's only time, and then he's gonna gift that round up. I think regardless of whether it was enough time or not, he should have just stuck it. Personally, I think there was enough time, but yeah. It's okay, Mint. Everybody can have their opinion, even though it's wrong. Oh yeah. Also, Chad's actually, despite losing Gun Duel, still managed to find his team around. So 7-1. Any Brazilian fans in the chat? Oh god, I'm gonna get shot tomorrow. Same. I love Brazil. Yeah. Well, Chad's gonna take this peek, and he's gonna lose it out. That smoke's out of the round. Strix none the wiser, trying to take a fight with the red hot Columbia. And Columbia find a second around. It only takes Yishi to trade him out with the Sheriff. Yeah, this is way too much aggression from down to fight here. They need, if they're not stacking up, it's them playing as individuals and it's just not working out for them. They need to start being more patient and trusting their instincts a lot more, rather than the hasty and foolish fights that they're taking right now, which has always backfired on them. Nippy, the lurker with the spike calls that the B site is open, so he'll get that plant down. The Orangino can get that kill. Ross brings Nippy down to low, but yeah, close but no cigar. Does have the lockdown to play with. That is on the that card is on the table. Will he use it? They know where at least 2 members of Down to Fight are. This is a 4v3 retake. A lockdown deployed to secure this round. The retake's happening quickly. Yishi finds the first. Can he find a second? Yes, he does. The spray down not there to connect to the third. But Dan has such a great position. There's no smokes to play with to make this stick happen, so they have to push him. But Dan left all alone. The tap of the spike, does he hear it? Yes, he does. He takes him out. It's 1 member close. He needs to read this. Now he does. He's aware of that, and he clicks the head of Orangino off the face of this planet, and that's a clutch success for Dan. And finally, this man's been quiet, relatively quiet so far the entire half. And finally, off the back of that clutch, brings us to the much-needed second round. This is Valorant. I mean, anything can happen, actually. I mean, 1 second it was... 1 second it was 7-0, now 7-2. So, what's there to stop Down to Fight? To get back into this map and find another 3 rounds here. This is gonna be a ring round. Rosie hit chats. Not destined for Lawson. For Lawson and Trav. They won't find each other just yet. Chats actually finds Lawson. That's a Viper pit out of the round. But it's knives out and Trav shoots him in the back of the head with a stinger. Strix calls one back, left to a 3v3 now. Soil doesn't win that one. Strix absolutely explosive. He's been so good to find these picks for his team. And now the Nightfall comes through, comes out for Trash. And 94Yolked to 2v3 to make this retake happen or not. The Fate Scan actually connects. So it's our 2 members. There's still so much utility to deny this defuse. And yeah, Dan, so good. The 2k doubles up in the round with Strix. And that's a 3rd round aboard. What was once an iron solid hold on this half has suddenly turned to a 7-3 scoreline. And this is completely comebackable. I mean, they can absolutely get another 2 rounds here and make it a respectable 7-5, and they can switch down to defense and really show what they're made of. I mean, we want to talk about the comeback. So far, it's been good. At least they're securing themselves a 9-3 curse here. Okay, yeah. Alright, well, back to A site we go. Columbia pops his ult, trying to play aggressive. Will he find any? He's been so good with these ults before. He's getting delayed, getting pushed back, and they fall back, they punch, then they weave, and they hit, and they move, and they run away from that ult. No member goes down. So that is good. Oh. Ultimate at least. Trade it. The Soil takes out the lurker in the form of Chads. So good. And it combines with Yishi to find Columbia. Lawson knows where his last opponent is. Oh, but won't connect with the spray, and Strix gets 2 in the round. And again, it's a man advantage. Prime position for Down to Fight to win this round. Can they convert? There's even Nippy on the flank, but he's knife out. Yishi, oh, he's aware of this. Soil, is he aware of this? No, he gets caught with his pants down. Orangino has to pull it over 1v3 cuts before. The first kill is found. Still 2 more to go. Can he make this 8-3? Or will it be 7-4? Knows at least where 2 of the members are, but they're playing the crossfire perfectly. There's just so much utility to bait this out. He will have to fight the 3rd member, that is Timmy the Turret first. Knows where he is. 7 in the chamber. Can he find any? The crossfire still as deadly as ever. No fights given over. They've played it to perfection. Argino needs to pull the plug on the safe. Yeah, and he will scour away in fear because there's nothing he can do. It's gonna be a 4th round on the board. Played to perfection from Nippy, and as I say that, Nippy just takes the word perfection and throws it out the window.
Before the switch.
Last round to use our creds and abilities. Don't waste your firepower.
That's alright. I think Nippy getting a kill over that's no biggie. Yeah, we need to buy into the last round here, so. Great news for Down to Fight here. They've won 4 rounds in a row. And as they head into the last round of this half, the money on at least on 94Yolked's case is not so plentiful. Also, and of course, down to a Spectre and Soiled, so its operators out of the question. Can't afford it. So now they look towards a 5-man beat take. If there's any round to call that, exactly this round. They've tried it before and they failed before. They found some success, but overall it looks to A side to be where they should be going. But again, we can't judge. Maybe third time's a charm, and then just get caught unaware, and he goes down. Shots out of this round, so he'll just have to sit back in his chair or whatever the heck he's sitting on and watch this round unfold. Ishii, he is aware, but the gunfight is ass messy, as you don't want it to be. And Sold picks up that 2nd kill in the round. Sorry, 1st kill. The other kill was trash. It was supposed to be a good final round of the half here, turning to a 3v5 uphill climb and not enough time. It's only 35 seconds. The flash is good to Flying Timmy, but trash his ass. His vision unimpaired as ever. Oh, it's no enough time. 25 seconds. He's making so much noise. Tricks is just giving all the information away for the enemies to work with. And trash takes down 2. It's all left to Nippy. He has to spike. The A side's completely open. He has to realize that he has not enough time and everything to do. So at least he'll get the plant down, but he's planting safe, which is gonna force him to play on the site. This is a 1v5. If he clutches it, I'm going bald. This is 1v5 situation. Yeah, he's getting scanned, he's getting mollied, they know where he is, he's gonna get sprayed down, and it's done and dusted. This half started out to be an insane domination from 94Yolked. And after the course of just 5 rounds, it's now become a respectable 8-4. It's on a 4-round lead. If they are on the defender side, this map, this Purr is very much known for being a defender-sided map. And down to if I can find this pistol here, and they bring it back, to 8-6. So it's 2-round deficit. That's not a lot. That's very much comebackable. I mean, so we will have to see how they do how they fare on the defense side here. They were a bit lost at the start of the map. They started out on attack. That's all right. They found their footing later into the half. Brought back 4 rounds. Very respectable. So. I hope at least they'll get this pistol. If not, it's so doable. It's 10-4 is the war. Defender side is definitely a lot stronger compared to attack. Especially once you get heated up, once you get warmed up and accustomed into the welcome back after that very quick timeout, ladies and gentlemen. A bit of a technical issue, nothing big, nothing too crazy. It's an online tournament, these things happen. especially with the internet service of Australia down under, not known for their crazy internet speeds. So, okay, so quick side take here. This is gonna be a
Spike planted.
5v5 retake. Yeah, this doesn't look too good for down to fight, is it? The object to play all outside here.
One suppressed.
94 yoke, that is. Strix is here to try and get a pick off, Sheriff in hand. There's no other members to help him. So he needs to get this kill or get the heck out. Fight attack with Tolentino. Seems to be worth Lawson. The stick is starting to come through. Trick sign once. There's chaos everywhere on the site. The stick is gonna come through. Oh, the defuse only stuck half. But Strix still a threat, still danger for Colombia and Alachino to have to pay attention to, and they won't be able to do anything head on a swivel. They're too distracted. And the round will go through, go to down to fight. So a good pistol round picked up. It's a 5v5 retake, which is supposed to be very hard. Defenders to retake that, but I mean, I definitely can attribute that round to 94Yolked not having anyone on site, which is the odd choice considering they have pistols, which resulted in, of course, a single smoke on the spike, and the stick is coming through. So you can't surprisingly, you can't use 13 bullets in the frenzy or only the 12 bullets in the classic to spam the smoke on the diffuser. I know, crazy fact. I'm sure you guys haven't known that before, so you're welcome. Yeah, jokes aside, I mean, big mistake from 94Yolked there to have no one on site. The pistol round picked up, the first prerequisite for a comeback, achieved at least. 4 down to fight. I think we're having a little bit of a technical issue here, so I think we'll just we'll throw it to a tiny little break. Let's go grab popcorn, get some more water, and once we resume, get some more exciting Valorant action.
Suppress him. One suppressed.
Recalling my bot.
Spike down B. $30 left. One enemy remaining.
Placing swarm grenade. Here. Swarm grenade out. Placing swarm grenade. I need it. Concealment.
Right there. One enemy remaining. Flawless.
I can hold an area pretty well myself. Make sure to cover the angles I can't. Placing sentry. Alarm bot out. Recalling my bot.
Right there.
No charges left.
Spike planted. Up and away. Last player standing.
Poison's off.
Last player
It's
standing.
ready. Nice knowing you. I detonate. You don't.
Can't use that. Bot coming back.
Last player
carrier
standing.
killed.
Spike down A.
3 down.
30 seconds left.
4
One
down.
enemy remaining.
Don't get in my way. I have the strength. You wanted a villain? I gave you a villain.
I'll shut down Killjoy's attack.
Watch this! Turret out!
Grenade!
Joke's over! You're
You should
dead!
run.
Got concealment! Spike down A. Spike planted. Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Wingman's defusing. My wingman's down.
Turret out!
Get out of my way!
Face your fear! Strength vision!
Dizzy's up top. Dizzy has targets.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
Everyone's motor functions okay? I know humans get tired.
Placing sentry.
Flashbang.
Placing sentry.
Blocking vision.
Thirty seconds left. Spike down B.
Blow him up, Mike.
10 seconds left.
Up the way.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Turret out.
Face your fear! Spike planted.
Initiated.
There.
Turret out. Turret destroyed.
Engineers down. My ultimate's ready.
One enemy remaining.
Thanks.
Placing sentry.
Bot coming back. Enemy kill.
One enemy remaining. Thirty seconds left. Match point.
one walks away.
Initiated.
Last player standing.
Turret out. Placing alarm bot. Get out of my way.
Going up.
Round divided.
Obscuring vision.
One suppressed.
Toxins going up.
30 seconds left.
Don't get in my way. Toxin screen down.
With concealment.
Last player standing.
Attackers win.